Hello and welcome back to our Out of the Park Baseball 25 playthrough with the Portland Ivy. In this episode, we are going to be playing through the first season of the Portland Ivy, at least the first couple months past past the first year player draft and past the trade deadline. So it'll probably be the entire first season. I just want to get this one out of the way. We're gonna stink. It's not gonna be a question. Um, but but I do want to go over one quick thing before we go over our opening day roster, and that is someone on the opening day roster. That's going to be Austin Meadows. He signed with an indie league team, the Lancaster Barnstormers, and so I just purchased him, and we're gonna give him like a 6-year deal. This is what I'm gonna give him. This is what he's looking for. I negotiated something close to that, so I'm gonna give him a 6-year deal. It's very cheap. He's really good in this game. I've seen him pop up in indie league teams before, and then he just destroys it. And then I sign him, and he's good, obviously, because he's Austin Meadows. But yeah, I'm hoping he will be our kind of star player for the first couple seasons. We're not going to be very good. In fact, we are probably going to be the worst team in baseball by a large margin. Preseason predictions: we are predicted to be 52 and 110, and the Indianapolis Red Aces are predicted to be 46 and 116. So obviously, we don't have anybody in the top 10. Yeah, I was looking for Austin Meadows there. In either hitting or pitching. Is that Christian Encarnacion Strand predicted to be in the top 10 hitters? Predicted of a 557 slugging percentage. Hit 44 jack. What does OSA think of him? They like him. Okay, so fair. He doesn't have rookie eligibility anymore, unfortunately for them, but yeah. Freddie Peralta obviously put up a great season last year, and OOTP loves this guy. So yeah, we're predicted to be 52 and 110. Predicted to put up a terrible 486 runs and go up an insane 816 runs. Yeah, for that's 330 run, negative 330 run differential. It's not going to be good. It's going to be really bad. So I'm kind of just going to rip the band-aid off, just get it out of the way. Looking for players who are on. I'm going to be looking at this for pretty much the entire season. Looking for pitchers who are on the, or people who are on the waiver wire. I'm going to pick up Tomas Nido. He'll come in for Brian Servin probably, and then Nick Mears could be someone. He's not a ground baller, but he's still solid. Blake Trinan is, though. Blake Trinan is a ground baller. So I'll be back for any transactions, really. Any major ones, at least. And yeah. So Meadows signed that long-term extension. That means he's tied down until his age 35 season in 2030. Although, that is a team option with a $2.2 million buyout, so it's really... The last year's really $9.2 million. So he's going to be here for the foreseeable future. This is his age 29 season, so his next year's going to be 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, and then that last year is going to be an option for us. So hopefully he will be pretty solid for us. He's a really solid player, so excited for that. We signed a bunch of minor leaguers to contracts, like guys like Danny Santana, Adam Duvall, Justin Upton, David Peralta. This is going to shake up our roster a lot. Like, I'm sending out Kiner Falefa for Gene Segura right now. That's going to be a pretty like-for-like swap. Not sure if the defense is like-for-like, but definitely batting-wise. Gonna be a solid defender. With a way better bat. So not really worried about that. Biscotti's going to get released, unfortunately. That'll bring up Duvall. That'll move Johnson, and then Cardenas to DH, and then Duvall's going to move to left. And then he's going to turn into our 4-hitter. So that'll improve our lineup a little bit. Segura will come up to 2. Yep, Segura go up to 2. And then we have a better shortstop than David Fletcher, so he's going to move to second. And then Eric Gonzalez, you're going to get sent down. You don't have option years. Okay, you're going to have to DFA you. That will bring up Nick Ahmed. He's not Arabic, I believe, so it's not going to be Ahmed. Yeah, Nick Ahmed. And then, do we have just like a better bat? Denny Santana, are you good against both? Not really. Okay, Yu Chang, are you good against both? Not really. Adalberto Mondesi, I kind of want on my team. I'm not gonna lie. Peralta is good against lefty or good against righties. So that means Johnson, you're worse than Peralta is against righties. So Peralta will come in and be our DH against righties. Who's gonna play first? Who can play first? Because I don't really want Toribio up here anymore. Tommy Stella can play first, I believe. That he can. Yeah, he'll come up and play first. You can come up to bat fifth. And then fourth, or then sixth. That works for me. So that makes our lineup a little bit better. The defensive pairings of Derek Hill, Nick Ahmed, and Tomas Nido batting 7, 8, 9 is going to be a little bit better. A little bit better in terms of defense than what we're looking for. So against lefties, who's our best righty bat? Who's our best against lefties? Might be Daza? I guess that could be Justin Upton, but we're gonna send Willie Joe Gary Jr. down, and we're gonna have a backup center field or backup outfielder come up. It's gonna be Jonathan Daza. Then we're just gonna generate a depth chart, to be honest. Yeah, we're just gonna generate a depth chart. There we go. That'll be a little bit better. Our team's gonna be a little bit better now. A lot better, actually. And then we are also gonna send down Jones, and we're gonna call up Boxberger. So that'll give us another high leverage guy. And yeah, that's the new look roster. If we go back to the waiver wire, there's really no one here that I want. So yeah. It's All-Star time. It's finally July 3rd or June 30th. And we have our first All-Star. Our first few All-Stars, actually. We've got two, I believe. Yep, we've got Danny Santana, who's played in 45 games for us. He's been really, really solid. 130 WRC plus, 1.1 WAR. And then Austin Meadows has just been ridiculous for us. Obviously, we signed him to that long-term extension. He got injured for a little bit, for about 3 weeks, yeah. And he's actually been really, really good for us. 947 OPS plus, or OPS, 154 OPS plus, 2.2 WAR, on pace for 3.8 WAR. He was in like top 3 for WRC or for OPS for the first like month of the season, and then he got injured, and then he kind of petered out. But yes, so now we're gonna skip one day, go to the beginning of July, then we're gonna take a look at all of the international players that have signed with us that our scout has discovered. Austin Meadows did win Player of the Week the first week of the season. I didn't talk about that because I wanted to get some part of the season done. I believe this is the 3rd week of the season. Yeah, Luis Macias, he's improved a little bit. Cool. Yeah, let's take a look at the players we've got. So Juan Flores, he's playing in Hamburg. I made a DSL team and it put one in like Cambodia for Indianapolis, and it put one in Hamburg, Germany for us. So that's pretty funny. But Juan Flores is there. Juan Flores again. This time Dominican Juan Flores. And then there's Arturo Verde and Juan Olalde. I have been very ambitious in promoting these guys because I don't want. The really good prospects down here, the outfielders, have not been promoted. But we've got guys like Mancias, who looks like a really solid pitcher, and then Leal, the 19th prospect in baseball. Looking like Corbin Carroll 2.0, except his nickname's Lumberjack, Luis Lumberjack Leal. And Frank Quintanilla is the number 26 prospect in baseball. So those guys look like they're going to be our left and right fielders of the future in about 7 seasons. But David Fletcher's rehab time is up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and trade him. I would like to get rid of the contract now that we really, just because we didn't think we were going to sign anybody, and then there ended up being a bunch of free agents who are way better than him. If we eat 100% of it, could we get a prospect? I don't mind eating the money because we're not going to be doing a bunch of stuff. But really nobody wants him. Indianapolis will eat the contract, so we're just gonna deal with that. We will DFA Yu Chang and then call up Fletcher to be our second baseman, which is fine. That's fine. That works. David Fletcher, be our second baseman, please. Cool. So now we can go to the first year player draft. We are not the worst team in baseball that would go to the 21-75 Indianapolis Red Aces. Their GM was not as smart as me. In terms of signing free agents, looking at the Indianapolis or looking at the indie ball scene, so they stink, to say the least. Yeah, they are not very good. Ronald Acuna leads the league in WAR by a pretty wide margin. And then National League beats the American League in the All-Star game, which is fine. We don't care. Juez de Soto, Venezuelan/Italian relief pitcher. I don't care about stamina. Get your movement better. Get your stuff better. You're a reliever. I don't care about. You can have -5 stamina as long as you get through 3 batters. You're fine. Frank Losoya, definitely not a center fielder, but we'll just see what AI wants to do with him. That works. I've been just doing that, letting the AI deal with it, because I frankly don't know how it works so far. So, Tommy LaStella, can go on a rehab stint, and it is draft time. Obviously, the best players are here: Bazana, Kurtz, Taylor, Tommy White, JJ Weatherholt usually goes number 1 in these drafts. But Indianapolis does have the first overall pick. Yeah, recalculate bonus demands. Cool. We'll do that because we changed the amount of players that were there. Cool. We're going to do good draft, yes. And we'll see who goes first overall. Yeah, we're just going to go sort by... I don't really care about this one. I don't need that. I don't need that. Cool. Go past eyes. And then I also don't care about home run prevention or BABIP. Cool. We'll sort by bonus demand. So I don't know who I want them to take, to be honest. They picked Tommy White, who is really just a first baseman with elite power, and that's about it. So you can have him as far as I'm concerned. I think my guy's gonna go for Weatherholt. I believe that's what he's gonna want. Yeah, we'll see what you want. Nick Kurtz, first baseman, good eye, good power. No, definitely not. That's a 19-year-old who looks way better than the other guy, but he has no power. So, not gonna do too much digging. We're just gonna go by. See, is there anybody with really good contact stuff who has some power potential? JJ Weatherholt. Imagine my shock. The best player in the draft projection in real life is pretty good. The problem is there's also Travis Bazana right here who has better power. They're very similar defensive players in the fact that they are not very good. But we have 23 million to spend, so we might just take Weatherholt because he has 2.5 million less. Yeah. Who's got the best gap power? Weatherholt. And then Bazana's right above him. Mondunio, 18-year-old first baseman. Jared Jones, 20-year-old first baseman from LSU. Braden Montgomery, I believe, can pitch. Apparently he can't. Okay. In real life, I believe he's also a pretty decent pitcher. Jack Caglianone is a very solid pitcher. If we had like the 10th pick, I would pick Caglianone probably. But there's also Max McGuire, Mark McGuire's son, I believe. Actually, I know it's Mark McGuire's son. But yeah, we're gonna go with not Nick Kurtz. If I were to say a pitcher, you'd throw Josh Hartle, who's horrendous. If we look at the pitchers, Starting pitchers. Hurdle's there, definitely. Drew Beam's probably the best guy, which is concerning. I feel like the best slider, who has some ability to control their pitches, because they usually don't. We're looking at Pierce George, maybe? No. Okay. So yeah, we're going to pick Bazana. Travis Bazana is going to be our pick. We're going to meet his demand. And then we're going to go until Weatherholt goes, which is number 2 overall, or number 3 overall to the Nationals. So now we're similar to our next pick. And who do you want? Brendan Lawson. Really decent shortstop, potentially. From Toronto, Canada. Okay, if we wanted a starting pitcher, Ryan Sloan. I really do want to take a pitcher here because there's not a lot of good pitchers. I think I might take Chase Burns. Chase Burns is definitely the pitcher I'm considering first. There is Cale Fountain, who's interesting. Peyton Toll's a decent 2A guy. Much better bat than Glove, though. I'm going to take Brendan Lawson and then hope that Ryan Sloan is here next round. So yeah, I'm going to give him I'm going to meet his demand. And hope that Sloan is here next. Pitcher. Chase Mobley. So I'm assuming he's not here, but Chase Mobley looks really good. Draft log. Sloan went to the Orioles. That's fine. Okay. So I am going to take Chase Mobley here. He's got all the tools in terms of personality. He's coming in. Now, how much money do we have to spend? We have $9 million. Okay. Now, who do you want? You want Mason Brassfield, a right fielder. You are out of your mind. He is terrible. I'm more likely to pick Sawyer Stroh-Snyder or Landon Victorian, maybe. I might just go on a run of pitchers here. And I'm going to start with Dominic Fritton because he's a little bit higher, a little bit more developed. No, Chase Burns is still here. Yeah, give me Chase Burns. And then I'm going to probably take a bunch of pitchers here. Fritton. Then Victorian. Joey King. And then I'm going to pick Jackson Sanders here, too. And then hope that Stroh-Snyder's still here. Yeah. So if we go back to power, Stroh-Snyder is very much not here anymore. Okay, that's fine. Who do you want? Because we just want to run a pitchers. You want another pitcher, Drew Graham? I'll take him. Who do you want again? Another pitcher. I don't want him because he's got a bad personality. All batters. Hudson Parker, a catcher who's not good at catching. How about shortstop? Devin Fitzgerald. Might be a potential leadoff guy, but not looking too great. Saborn Campbell. Bad work ethic. Okay, so I gotta do my own digging here. David Bishop's not interesting at all, actually. Never mind. Devin Fitzgerald's here in terms of best players the best eye. You have bad personality, or else I'd probably take you here. Danny Arambula is interesting. I'm looking really just for guys with a tool here. They're still looking at a pitcher here, which I wouldn't hate. Obviously, I love taking pitchers, but I don't know, man. It's got the best slider or the best curveball now because we were looking at sliders earlier. Aiden Hoff. Who's Grable? I'll pick both these guys, Grable and Hoff. Braden Sanders is still here. We were considering him earlier. You can take Pickle. I'm taking Pickle. I'm taking the Pickle. From Western Carolina. He's got a cool name. I have no chance of pronouncing it, but it's a cool name. Jake Yeager. We'll take him. I'm going to take Gerangelo. Now we kind of got to take pitcher. Because who have we taken so far? We've taken 2 batters. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. That is not good. Okay. That is really not good. Will Hale is pretty terrible. You're 24 and not fully developed, so I'm a little worried about picking you. No, okay. Devin Obi. I'll pick him. We'll pick Albert Craig. Seen him turn out pretty decent in these games. Or in these OOTP games. Oh, apparently we have 23 million left. Okay. Pick Jax Phillips again. Or talk about Jax Phillips again. We'll pick him there. Best eye. Bring in Colt Myers. Looks like a pretty decent personality, too. Bring in Errant as well. No, we'll bring in Benestad. He's not going to be a catcher, but he's going to be something. He'll be a DH, I guess. Bring in Palomino, another decent defensive catcher. Almost at center. Talking about football here. Is there anybody with a bat here? Anybody with a bat at shortstop? Okay, if we wanted to take a pitcher, who would we pick? Tyler Fullman. We've already picked a bunch of pitchers. I know I just said if you wanted a pitcher, but just looking. Yeah, shortstop. Elijah Clayton. Oh, he's here. Yes, I'll take him. Did that say he was 5'4" or 5'6"? He's 5'4". I'm gonna put him at first base. I'm putting him at first base. You're gonna be my first baseman of the future. No, I'm joking. They want Tyler Fullman still. Not really considering that. Center fielder. You can't really play center though, but we'll pick him up. He's still 22. Still somewhat developed. We're gonna pick Cameron Davis here. From Doherty in Albany, Georgia. No, they want Jackson Lynn. I'm actually happy with that. Maybe you're a right fielder. You're going to be a right fielder. I mean, not our right fielder, but a right fielder. Colby Martin, a decent relief option. Okay, now I guess we can go back to pitchers. We will pick Colby Martin here. Then Tyler Dean looks pretty interesting. Yeah, 95, 97. I'm surprised he hasn't been taken already. Just that velocity alone. Pick England Bryan here. From Middle Tennessee. Not college, but one of the high school, I guess. Fullman's still here. They wanted him earlier, so we'll pick him. University of Michigan. He's got a big school pedigree there. Pick Cameron Malo. Just guys who can hit for contact here. Brady Harding. Not really interested in him. KJ Scooby. What a name. Yeah, I'll pick KJ Scooby. Not really looking for super old guys here. I'm thinking like 21's my limit. Brent Munger. I was looking at him earlier. Central Valley Christian. Atomanchik. We'll pick. Ooh, bars. Okay, who's got the best slider? That would. Who still has some ability. That would be Keegan Batka. Pick him. We'll also pick Parker Wright. And that'll be the end of the draft. So we're spending, what, like a bunch of money on these players because we picked a bunch of high schoolers. So I'll take that. We picked a bunch of pitchers too. Okay, yeah. So that's the draft. And I'll see you for the trade deadline too when all these guys sign. We'll talk about I'll go through all their player development focuses and do that stuff. But yeah. First player to sign is Nico Benestad. I'm actually just gonna let them do the focuses. If I do that, what's your development focus looking like? If I skip a day. It doesn't do it. Okay, I guess not. So I'm gonna have to go through and automatically do this, but that's fine. I guess I'll see you for the first year, or for our first year of trade deadline. The trade deadline. Okay, wow, we just got this guy, from Australia. He looks like he could be the best third baseman in the league, if I were to guess. He's ridiculous. He has 2 years until he's 18, or a year and a half until he's 18. But he looks absolutely ridiculous. He will end up being the best Australian player of all time if he reaches his ratings, really. Yeah, he looks ridiculously good. But again, he's super far away, so who knows if he'll reach his development. If not, that sucks because I would love to have a really cool Australian player, a really cool nationality in the team. And we are going to do this. Yes, cool. None of these guys are doing particularly well, but you know, it is what it is. I called them out too early, so now I gotta suffer with the consequences of my actions. And Isoroku Nakamura did it again. Bertrando Pudignani is ridiculous. He looks like he's somewhat ready for the minors. Nope. He's still 16, but he looks like he could be the shortstop of the future now that we have our third baseman of the future and the other guy we got. But yeah, you're going to be a two-way player. That way you can get as much development as possible. There we go. Cool. Colby Martin, you're also going to be going up to there. So we have all our teenagers in rookie ball, and then all of our older guys, all of our college players in A ball. Bazana still hasn't signed, so I'm a little bit concerned, but at the same time, I am less concerned because it's like, I know he's gonna sign. There we go. Nick Ahmed gets injured for 4 weeks. Sucks, but we will call up. Where'd he go? Is he injured? Mondesi is injured, of course. Imagine my shock. Okay. Jermaine Palacios is gonna come up and be our shortstop. But that does mean that Bizana did sign. You can go up to a high A. What about double A? Double A? High A? High A is where you're good. Cool. So you work on what they want you to work on. And then you work on what they want you to work on as well. Except you are 35th pick, so you're not that good. But since you're 22, you're still going to go up to A-ball. And then we're just waiting for Grable to sign, our 9th round pick. Tommy Listill, you're going straight back to the IL. still waiting for our 9th round pick to sign. Grable. There he goes. And you are going to go up to A ball as well. Cool. So, now it's time to trade some of our guys. Pretty much everyone but Austin Meadows and Derek Hill is on the block. So let's get into it. We just lost 16-1, but we beat Cleveland 18-1 earlier this season, like a week ago. So not too worried about that. We just lost 15-0. Never mind. I'm a little bit concerned. Okay. Alex Benelas. I would love to bring in Alex Benelas. He's okay. He's okay. They'll get Blake Trinan, who I'm fine giving up, but I'm not sure I'm fine giving up Juan Flores, even though he's stunk it up this season. However, I am going to go to Blake Trinan and prospect package. I'll eat the entire team, or the entire deal. No team offers a single trade. Cool. Prospects now. No one wants to give up a package. That's fine. What about a pack? What about a prospect? No team... Wait, what? Am I going to have to take this deal? What if I threw in Flores? The 18-year-old Juan Flores. Would you give me Benelas for him straight up? You would. These guys are giving us deals, okay? Okay. Ryan Long, interesting. Famsa with a torn meniscus. Is it only pitchers? We just drafted a bunch of pitchers. Who's like do I recognize any of these names? Caden Polkovich I recognize because he's got great speed and I've used him in previous games, but Abraham Gutierrez is a decent catcher. Braxton Ashcraft has some decent control. Okay, what about the prospect package now? What's the best package you guys are willing to give me? Do I see anyone of great value? No. 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 2 players. Kim Schlittler. 2 players. You're somewhat interesting. You're significantly less interesting. Okay. Down to the A's. You're interesting. You're interesting. So I like the A's thing so far. Antuna and Zerpa. Burke. I like Burke. I don't like Weaver that much. Which is fine. We don't have to accept their offer. McKenzie. Ooh, I like McKenzie. Never mind, he's bad personality. Yeah, so we're going to go to the A's, and we're going to say, hey, do we have a deal? Do we have a deal? If we get rid of Juan Flores, what do you need? You still need Juan Flores. What do you see in him that I don't see in him? Sidearm finesse pitcher. I don't like that. So I'm going to be like, hey, do you want a deal? And they're going to be like, yes, we want to give you everything we have, hopefully. Okay, so you're not a good team, granted. It's to be expected. Denzel Clark has been ridiculously good at center, apparently. Let's go DCL. If we go to eye contact, I wish we could do like potential. I really wish I could do potential, but it is what it is. So Byung Hyun Choi is interesting. Kyle McCann's less interesting. We're just gonna go by age. Lawrence Butler? Deal's almost within reach, but it's not, is it? Because I like Tyler Ivey. Tyler Ivey's been really good so far. No, okay. Luis Medina? They'll throw in Luis Medina. I'll take that. Ground baller, 98 to 100. Cooper Bauman. Okay, if we go down a little bit. Thomas. It's already in the deal. Daniel Susak. You cannot be serious. I really wasn't when I added him. They'll throw in Jason Rosario, though. I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want him. I really don't want this guy. I don't know why I clicked on him. Karen Irvin? No? Okay. I'm going to try and get as much out of this as I can, to be honest. You throw in Pedro Panilla. Still like to make a deal, though. I must turn this one down. Jacob Wilson, they're obviously not going to give me. Well, Will Simpson. Headed in the right direction, even if we're not there yet. Okay, but we're not, are we? Because you said no. Clark Elliott's a really decent defender. Please make a better offer. Okay, so that's not even like a we're considering it. That's a please make a better offer or else you're going to die, is what that is to me. So that's gonna be the deal. Will you eat some Medina's deal? You'll probably eat all of it, won't you? Silly A's. Where even are you in the standings? You're 51 and 66. Why do you? Oh, they probably want Flores. But I don't like Flores that much. So you can have that. Luis Medina. What? Oh, because he was on. Okay. Tim Hill, you can get released. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna let them do whatever with the thing. And then we're going to go to. Is there anyone here who's been really good? Poteet is possible. Is possible arbitration. What about a prospect for Cody Poteet? He's been pretty solid so far. Some pitchers. Gunnar Meyer, I know. Griff McGarry has really good stuff. He's too old though. I'm willing to bring in Eduardo Segovia. I'm willing to bring him in. Yeah, let's talk about Segovia. In AAA. Rafael Marchand. He's a really good defensive catcher. I'll bring in Rafael Marchand gladly. Oh, Mason Martin. 2 thumbs down. Okay. Okay, I see what you're talking about. I see what you mean. Have to do a whole lot better than that. Okay, what about Micah Bell? If I threw in Tyler Ivey, would you even be interested in that? No. Okay. So they're not going to give him up. Can't quite accept it. Oh, but if we throw Luis Toribio, who's been terrible at AAA, you guys will consider it. I'm more than happy with that. Please stop wasting my time. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, my bad. What about Kendall Simmons? Up your game and maybe we can do a deal. Okay, no. Are you doing Griff McGarry again? If we gave you Cardenas, you'd do it. Fine with that. So we're going to do that deal. Cool. Griff McGarry, you're going to go to AA. Armenta, you're going to go to AA. Marchand, you're going to go to AAA. And then Rincones, you're going to go to AAA. So what do we need? We need a starting pitcher. Segovia can go here. Schofield Sam can go here. Is that all the players there? Yeah, I believe so. DJ Hertz can come up, maybe a starter. You tired? You are very tired. Okay. No, we'll switch those 2 out. Yeah, have you be a long reliever. And then we need to call up an infielder. We will call up... I can't call up Azana yet. Okay, we'll call it Machine. Or Mockin. Whatever you want it to be. Oh, we need someone to play DH. DH. Cool. Okay, so what about Ivy? If I wanted to tie you down to like a 4-year deal, what would you do? That's not bad at all. However, he's still in the league minimum, and he's still a rookie, so I'm not sure if I want to do that. Brian. Okay, what about hitters? Who's been the best hitters? Derek Hill we're keeping. Danny Santana. He was an all-star this year, guys. You don't want Danny Santana? Surely. Surely you guys want him, right? Oh, they do. Wait, they do. Brandon Maia is really good. Yeah, that guy's really good. Brandon Maia could go up to like high A. And he's 18. And he's a potential center fielder of the future. Yes. Yeah, obviously. Okay, I think we're going to be able to fleece these guys. Never mind. Okay. No, so you want him. Okay. I'm not giving you Derek Hill. Get a grip. And what are you weak at? You're weak at left. Obviously you want Austin Meadows. You're weak at first. Obviously you want Danny Santana. No. Okay. I really don't think he's going to bring this back next year. But he has a 10.7 zone rating. And we don't really have anybody else who can play center in the majors. So, we're going to look at the minors. Do you want Kristen Stewart? How about Justin Upton, Keon Broxton, Corey Ray? This is real enjoy. Okay, you don't want any of those guys. Wait, you said Cedrola. Okay. No. Okay. So they're not going to do that for Augustine. However, Jack Neely. They'll throw in Jack Neely for nothing. Okay. We're cooking with gas. We are cooking with gas right now. How Polensky? No. Okay, they're not going to do that. Gonzalez? Sure. Jahmai Jones? Sure. Do I want either of these guys? Okay. I just did it because I could get them. I don't want him. I do want Jahmai Jones, though. I'll throw as well to Cabrera, too. Sure. Go to AA. Jared Stern is raking. So is Austin Meadows, but Austin Meadows is doing it in the majors. You think we're getting close? Oh, I can get Danny Watson for pretty much nothing. Yeah, I'll give you both of those guys. How about Spencer Jones? What do you need for that? Okay. We're pretty much destroying our entire Major League roster just to get some prospects, but As an expansion team, it's what you got to do, man. Bring in 9 players as of right now. Jesus Christ. You won't throw in Brock Selvage, will you? Oh my god. They're considering it. They're considering it. What about Dom Nunez? No? Okay. I'm not giving you him, bro. You're not getting him. You can freak off. No, okay. What David Peralta? You want David Peralta? No. Okay, so they're not gonna give us Rock Selvage. That's fine. Definitely cannot accept that offer because they like him. Not a fair deal. I understand. It's definitely not. It's already not a fair deal. However, I'm gonna do it because you guys are stupid. Have to turn down your offer, but it's close. Okay, so it's not that close because you want my 2 best players. Okay. A-ball. Surely you'll give me Rock Reggio, right? Okay, they won't. Cool. So we're gonna have to eat $226. $226 million. Actually, no, we're making $226 million. That's a pretty good trade for my money. We're gonna call up Matoyer again. No, we're gonna call up No, you can go there. You can go there. Call up Sauer to be there. We'll call up Marchand to be our starting our starting catcher. Jahmai Jones and we need someone to play first. Can you play first, Wagner? Not in the slightest. Okay. I feel like there's some more guys I'm missing. I do need a first baseman. Who can play first? Okay, first baseman. In the indie leagues. Bobby Bradley, get in here. You're playing first for us, buddy. Hate to break it to you, you suck. However, I do need you to play first base for me. You're going to bat fourth. Marchand, you're going to bat leadoff as our catcher, which is interesting. Then we need a right fielder. You can go to right. We want to send down Martinez because I want to call Neely up. He'll likely be our closer, if I were to guess. No, middle relief used more often. I'm fine with that. Cool. So this is going to be the trades. It's about 50 minutes into the video now. Trying to see if there's anybody else I want to see if I can get a trade for, but I doubt it. I really do doubt it. Okay, we are going to go to the end of the trade deadline, get our monthly scouting update, and then we are going to end the episode. That'll work for me. Santana just hit a home run against us. That's fine. He just hit another one, and Duvall hit another one now. Jesus Christ, Danny Santana. But Meadows is still on this team, and he's earning player of the games right there. Okay. It's the deadline. Yep, I don't care. I really don't care. Austin Meadows is on pace to put up like 4.8 WAR, 4.7, so we'll take that. Ty France and Johnny Farmello for Ty France. You're on a long-term deal, aren't you? No, you're not. But you want Gabriel Ricones, so I'm not going to give you that. I don't want 30-year-old Ty France. Oh, Brandon Maya is still in the DSL. That's who I was forgetting. You're going to A-ball. I was like, we're missing someone here. Yeah, Brandon Maya, you were in a rookie ball. I don't want you in Hamburg, bro. We're going to fly him back from Germany to Columbus. Cool. Marchand is improving a ton. No, we're just going to go with that. Whatever. Jack Neely's improving. Juan Flores, the 16-year-old, is improving. Frank Quintanilla is improving. Old Day, I mean. Dave Batista's improving. You're improving. Austin Meadows' speed went down, but his current potential I went up. Which is fine. That's good. We'll take those. Okay, so that's going to end the episode. Gene Segura leads us in stolen bases, apparently. Yeah, that'll do it. I probably get it traded on him. Oh, never mind. He's doing horribly. That's fine. Sauer's doing pretty bad. Bobby Bradley's not hitting very well. Marchand is raking. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.